Hello, my friend. Welcome to Healing Pages, a space where gentle pages guide you back to yourself. There are mornings when we open our eyes not because we slept well, but simply because there's no reason left to stay in bed. The sunlight doesn't bother to visit the window. Only a lingering shadow of night remains inside us. I've lived through such a chapter. Nothing felt wrong, yet nothing felt right. I smiled, because I was expected to. I replied, because it was polite. No one knew I was running on empty. Because I was very good at hiding. The world doesn't stop for anyone. Who would pause to notice a soul slowly breaking? Then, I came across these 3 books. They touched something deep in me, in ways no one else could at the time. First, Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. I mentioned this book in a previous video. Stillness is not about inactivity, it's the key to clarity, to seeing the whole board, to making tough decisions. This book didn't teach me how to be successful. It reminded me how to be human. A human who pauses, who listens inwardly, and no longer fears silence. I remember one autumn afternoon, sitting in my favorite cafe as the rain gently fell. I put my phone down and just listened to the sound of the rain. Somehow, my heart felt lighter. Maybe that's the stillness the author spoke of. Ryan tells stories of people who faced history's toughest moments: Marcus Aurelius, President Kennedy, Tiger Woods. What do they have in common? They knew when to stop, to create space in their minds, so they could hear the truth within. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. How ironic. In a world drowning in sound, silence terrifies us the most. But if we can't sit quietly with ourselves, how can we ever live truthfully with others? As I practiced intentional rest, not to escape, but to heal, I realized something. So many things I thought were important, weren't. Then I read a line that silenced me. If the quiet moments are the best part of your day, you're on the right path. I looked back. The last time I felt truly happy wasn't when I won anything. Wasn't when I got a raise. It was when I was reading under warm light, with a cup of tea in hand, and not needing to say a single word. Maybe, right now, you're surrounded by noise, deadlines, notifications, or your own sighs. But have you ever tried putting everything down, just for 10 minutes, to ask yourself, how is my heart doing today? You don't need to become a monk. You don't need to disappear into a forest. You just need to begin by admitting you need a break. Not because you're weak, but because you know your limits. Because sometimes, only in stillness, can we hear the voice inside. You are worthy of peace. If we never stop to ask who we are, or where we're going, then we're simply drifting, wherever fate throws us. You weren't born to live a vague life. You deserve clarity. You deserve peace. And stillness is where everything can begin again. The second book is The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down by Haemin Sunim. Some days, my mind felt like a maze. No exits. No light. Just endless running, without knowing where to. Life swept me away in its current, never letting me pause for breath. Then I read this book, by the Korean Zen monk Haemin Sunim. It felt like a gentle hand resting on my shoulder, whispering, "It's enough. You can sit now. Breathe deeply. And look at yourself with softness." One lesson struck me deeply. Learn like a stringed instrument. Not too tight. Not too loose. We fear sadness. We fear pain. We fear not being enough. But we forget, sadness is a necessary note in life's music. If there were only white keys, would the melody move us? I remember lying on my bed one night, staring at the ceiling, asking, am I really living? Or just existing? Then I recalled another line from the book. When everything around you is moving too fast, ask yourself, is the world really this busy? Or is it just my mind that's restless? That question felt like a breeze sweeping through the dust in my soul. I realized, I don't need to go faster. I don't need to do something to feel worthy. I just need to sit, slow down, breathe, and listen to myself. Because slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It means seeing clearly, seeing myself, seeing the world, and all the little things that are truly worth living for. And the third is The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. I used to think healing meant erasing every wound, powering through pain, forcing strength. Then I found this book, The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. A book that doesn't try to teach you how to be happy. Instead, it quietly asks, who are you? Not your job, not your past, not your pain, but the awareness, gently watching all of that unfold. One passage made the world fall silent. You are not your thoughts. You are simply aware of them. You are not your emotions. You are just experiencing them. You are not your pain. You are simply moving through it. You are the observer. And I realized, my mind isn't the enemy. It's just trying to protect me. But if I cling to every thought and feeling, I'll always be a prisoner in the very cage I built. Have you ever sat alone, and suddenly, an old memory came rushing back? A hurtful word. A failure you've yet to forgive yourself for? Those things are not you. They are just passing through, like clouds drifting in the sky. And you are the sky. Expansive, compassionate, and always ready to begin again. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means setting your heart free. So you no longer have to hold it all in. No longer need to prove anything. No longer need to be afraid. Healing is a journey, not a destination. If you've listened this far, I believe there's a part of you that's very tired. A part longing to be seen. A part whispering, please, let me rest. And I want to say this to you. You are not alone. You are not wrong for feeling broken. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. We're all healing. Bit by bit. Book by book. These are 3 books. Stillness is the key. The things you can see only when you slow down. And The Untethered Soul don't give you a formula for life, but they quietly remind you you're okay. You just need to breathe. You just need to listen. And when you are still enough, you'll hear a voice deep within say, everything will soften soon. If this video touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Healing Pages. Tap the bell so you won't miss the next healing chapter. And if you feel ready, leave me a comment. What are you searching for within your soul? Peace? Forgiveness? Or the courage to begin again? I'll read every word. I'll be here with you. Because I know stillness isn't scary. It's just waiting for you to return home.